Disney's next woke disaster, the Marvels, is just around the corner, and as you can see here, it is already off to a horrible start, where it currently sits at 58% rotten on Rotten Tomatoes, coming from critics. These are the critics, my friends, and they themselves can't even help but admit that this movie is a total trash fire. And we are talking about from all fronts, whether it's the box office, the reviews, and I'm sure the audience ratings are not going to be that great either. This movie is going to be a huge train wreck for Marvel. We have a lot to get in today because there's a lot of people who are part of the woke media who are trying to play up this film as some sort of huge victory for Marvel, and even they barely have anything to stand on when it comes to that. Girl power reigns supreme in the Marvels, the highly anticipated sequel to Captain Marvel. And it goes on and on. We have also Deadline here. The Marvels review a cosmic triumph grounded in sincerity and humanity. Doesn't that make you want to go see the movie, guys? Don't you want to go see this woke garbage fest now that you know that it is a triumph grounded in sincerity and humanity? Doesn't that just touch your heartstrings, everyone? But it continues to get worse because this is just a trend for Marvel. As you can see, this is what all of their movies are now looking like, where they're all coming out with rotten reviews from critics. This was a franchise that at one point was getting like at least 90% on Rotten Tomatoes for almost every film that they were putting out. And now look at where they're at, where they are now just hitting the rotten scores every single time. You know that things are bad when even the critics can't defend the garbage that you are putting out. And before this, like, The Eternals was the first film in the MCU to hit rotten on Rotten Tomatoes. And now this is just kind of turning out to be the new norm for Marvel. And we also have here dialogue that is now being leaked from the film. Monica, you gotta fly. I don't know how. Use black girl magic. Actual dialogue from the Marvels. If this is real, then man, EpicVerse has nothing to worry about when it comes to competition. Like, we're good. We're good. So we also have this scene here where we have a little bit of a sneak peek into what the end credits scene is going to be. And of course, there were some shills on Twitter that were losing their minds, like Grace Randolph, who were like, oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened at Marvel. But we all know that this is just yet. This means nothing, okay? This end credit scene means nothing when Marvel is continuing to go in the crap direction that it is.
Mom, I've missed you so much. Miss me.
Oh my gosh, this dialogue is just terrible, man. It's just terrible. And then we get the reveal of Beast being in the film as well. So then we get to see that. We get to see him show up. So there you go. That's something for you to look forward to, I guess, at the end of the movie. So congrats on that, I guess. But even from the box office standpoint, this film is shaping up to be a complete and total just train wreck for Marvel. The Marvels aims for 60 million debut, one of the lowest MCU box office starts. I think it's going to do even worse than that, okay? I think this film is going to hit... I think this film is probably going to do about 45 million in its opening weekend. And if it does that, that's going to be absolutely terrible. But even if it does 60 million in its debut, this film is going to have horrible legs and it's not going to hold up. This film is already showing off to be a huge financial problem for Marvel and for Disney. With all of this being said, let me know what you think about the continual decline of Marvel, which is just insane to watch. It's like watching Rome fall, everyone. It is absolutely insane. But let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.